ID, right? I was number one in, number one. Jayvee is my upline, Romy, and then, Jayvee, and then Romy, right? Because I am Romy's 5A. Every time I sign up, she get the rest.
That's right.
Right?
I don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We are good friends.
So they've
Many,
known
many,
each other
many
for a
years.
long time. So this is your genealogy. Jayvee Pacifico, he's right here. Almost everyone in the world is under Jayvee. So it goes Jayvee, Romy Videra, Cynthia Briganti, then Eli Legina, then pretty much us, Tom Moore, and then us, and then all of you.
Yeah.
But a lot of you have never heard JV's story.
Really?
They're gonna videotape. You have to hear his story, you guys, because
How we started.
exactly from the beginning, JV, tell your story because it's an amazing story.
I charged
What are you talking about?
Okay, guys.
Here we go. You want to record this?
My name is Jayvee Pacifico. Okay, I've been with this business for 21 years. So that was 2004. And 1 year after Enagic was introduced in the United States. Right? It was introduced in 2003. So it so happened that 2004 my wife was suffering. My late wife, she passed away 5 years ago. And she was suffering from terrible acid reflux. Aside from that, she has severe arthritis. Her fingers, it's curling and in pain, constant pain, 24/7. I didn't have a job, she don't have a job. Imagine, and we do have a house that's in process of foreclosure. I have 2 kids to raise. And a friend of mine who passed away, she passed away. But anyway, she knocked on our door 6 o'clock in the morning. When she was just standing on the side and look at it, our lights are on, she knocked on our door. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, Jayvee, try this water from Japan. And she said, whoa. And I said, so what's this water? Oh, she started drinking. No, just give it a try. She didn't promise anything. She just said, give it a try. I said, okay, but I didn't really believe in her. But as a friend, right? I was said, this lady is crazy. And she knows that my wife has been taking medication for a year and a half, for arthritis and for, acid reflux. So I said, the only question I want to ask you is that, are these clean water? Because she bought us 2 gallons of Kangen water in a black trash bag. And it's like, okay. Yeah, I don't know why in black trash bag.
Old school.
I didn't even know. So, anyway, I said, how do I drink this water? I'm just kidding here. He said, how do I drink this water? Oh, good thing you asked. Drink this first thing in the morning, empty stomach. And then, that's it. And then, 1 hour before you eat, 1 hour after you eat, I said, okay, that's it. I didn't even expect anything. Nothing at all. 2 days after, but I have to force my late wife to drink water because she don't drink water. She only drinks soda and coffee. So I have to force her to drink. She just give it a shot, So after 2 days, she woke up. And she said, I feel great. She said, whoa! Just like that. I said, oh, what happened? I don't feel acid reflux. I didn't experience it anymore. Just imagine, for 1 year and a half, she was suffering acid reflux. And she cannot sleep flat. She has to sit. Because if she lies flat, then there's acid, right? And I said, this is powerful. This is really powerful. So I called my sponsor. I said, Rosie, that's her name. So, by the way, she passed away here. So that was a year ago. Anyway, I said, Rosie, I need to see, what do you have? I said, oh, it's amazing. But anyway, I said, I'll bring you to the office. He said, okay, good, because I cannot drive. Because my car is a junk car. If you see my car, it's rusted, and Have you tried summertime and you turn the heater on? That's my car. That's how bad it is.
And then when he go demo on in that other company, I said, JP, where did you park the car? It was over there at the end of the corner of no one knows whose car is that.
So explain how you got
So
your
she
machine.
bought there, right? We got that. We bought in there. So I said, wow. I didn't even saw a demo because there's no demo before. Nothing. No brochure. So when I got in, the office is a little office, almost this big. And there were 3 employees. It's a big poster. And it says, it's all Japanese inscription. I don't read Japanese, right?
The DVD is Japanese.
And then at the bottom of the poster, it says approved as medical device by Japan Ministry of Health. And I said, that's it. I mean, what else you ask, right? So I said, wow, this is powerful, you know. So I said, I want to buy it, right? And the lady said, how much will it cost? She said, $5,000. What? That's expensive. Do you have a discount for senior? I said, are you sure? Oh, she was mad. They thought, because I was just kidding. No, that's too expensive. If you don't have the money, it's very expensive. Even $10, right? And I said, that is expensive, man. But in my mind, I have to get the machine for my wife. So I told my sponsor, I need money for a down payment. Okay, he said, we'll find a way, He said, okay. We'll find out. After a week, he said, Jayvee, we got a down payment. We borrowed money for a down payment. He said, okay, good. So we went to the office. My wife issued a post-dated check. My late wife. I don't have a credit. I don't have bad credit. So she issued a post-dated check, right? For 24 months. No, that was 16 months before. So anyways, I'm so happy I got the machine. Got the machine. I drink too. So we drink together. So she get encouraged, right? So we just keep drinking. And then a month after, I received a call from the office. And they said, I would like to talk to Jayvee. I said, yeah, this is Jayvee. Yeah, so, yeah, how can I help you, right? I said, I want to let you know your check bounced. Okay. I said, okay. I said, hold on. I have to process it. And I said, what's on the check? It's my wife's check, not mine. So they called me. But we know we don't have nothing in it. Yeah.
And they wanted to repossess it, right?
Yeah, and then and the next month, the same thing. They called, no money. The third month, the same thing. There's nothing there. There's nothing. And then the fourth month, the manager called. Jayvee, I want that machine in my office today. See, he wants to repo my machine. So he said, Rose, I need a ride emergency because I cannot drive my car. So it's an hour drive, you know. So we went to the office and the manager was Mr. Fukuda at the time. And I explained to Mr. Fukuda the situation, right? I said, I bought this machine for my wife because she was suffering, you know, but now she's getting better. She feels good. And this is word for word that he said to me. He said, Jayvee, I'm really sorry to hear what your wife is suffering, you know, your health issue with your wife. This is what Enagic can do for you. Okay? I want you to keep the machine. And hopefully it will help your wife. Wow. I almost cried. I mean, compassion that the company has, I never forget that. And it's like, wow, it's amazing.
And didn't he tell you about? You didn't know there was an opportunity to make money.
No,
right?
she keeps. Mr. Fukuda said, "Do the business." What business? I don't care about the business. I want my wife to be, you know. So, anyways, that's the thing. After about 3 months, I think. About 3 months. So we decided, my wife and I decided to to do the business. I said, I think this is the best time because, you know, that's the only way we can, you know, return the favor to Enagic. That's all it is.
Wow.
So then, remember, no training, no video, no CDs, no brochures, and okay, so we have to invent. So we got to be.
And you think you had it hard?
Yeah.
Not only the one, you know, when the machine arrived, you know, even though it's Japanese, but it's very clear. You can just turn off with the just turn off the one, just follow what they pick up the coins and then
So the machine before don't talk. Okay, now just wink. Just wink.
And how did you get Romy?
Oh, and so this is what happened, right? So when I decided that we're gonna do the demo, you know, I said, I make sure that I have to have 3 appointments every single day. Every single day. Sometimes it's 4 bucks. See, I have to borrow money for the gas, my sponsor. Sometimes it's a little farther, I have to borrow her car. I say, list it. They said, just list it, you know. This is not a free ride, you know. So anyways, 3 demos, sometimes 4, every single day.
For how many
For
days?
45 days. So that'd be like 100 something days.
Wow.
I never made a sale for 45 days.
3 to 4 demos a day. Never made a
Never made a
sale.
sale.
And then you finally made the
And there was, and
How
this-
many of you would quit after that?
Not me.
yeah, and then,
Never quit, man.
and this is what I found out. Because usually that's the first thing you approach is your friend, your relatives, right?
Yeah.
Your associate. So guys, you know you'll experience this. I know you guys will experience it, but don't take it personally.
Yeah.
No, they love you,
Yeah.
but they don't believe
don't
you.
trust
They love you, but they don't believe you guys. Especially, they saw me driving a nice car. They thought, oh, this guy wants my money. You know, I mean, that's how it is. But anyway, so I meditate. So and then I found out that my mindset was completely out of whack because I was focusing on money. So I said to myself, mission first before commission.
Yeah.
That's my mantra. Mission first before commission. Mission. That's my mantra over and over. Then the following day I made the sale. And then it's not my friend. I just met this guy on the street.
Let's party.
And I said, this, yeah, the Enagic really wants to party. He said, woo, woo, woo. Jayvee is party. There are only 3 employees.
And then Jayvee, I signed up Romy, right? When I signed up, I got this gung-ho downline. In one day, they got 20 sales, and Jayvee made a lot of money. And then I do my own. Jayvee did not even help me, even single demo. Because you know what? I am not Jayvee's responsible. I am responsible for myself. That's my faith. It's not that, oh, Jayvee did not help me, you know, make money from me. That's not, because if you do that, you know, getting a hard on yourself.
None of
Anyway.
it. You're saying it's not your sponsors
No, he's not.
Right.
Jayvee is not, you know, my
to
success is not.
determine your success.
Yeah,
Anyway,
So
what
what?
happened? Let's
I am
continue.
not his responsible.
Right? It's
And
funny.
you know what happened?
The first sale.
That's the first sale, right? So I was walking in clouds.
And they were,
You know how you make first
they
sale?
had a party at Enagic.
Oh yeah, they have a party.
That was a big party.
It's a big party.
And then, Bob, we get his,
Then
you see his check,
I received
72,000.
a call
A week later.
about a week and a half or 2 weeks, I think. I received a call from the manager in Enagic. I said, Jayvee, I got some bad news for you. He said, come on, man, I already made a sale. Every day I'm following through, you know. Well, your customer just came in and returned. I was scared. I already spent the No. I said, oh, shoot. Wow. So I asked the guy, you know, why did you return the machine? He said, oh, when I was browsing the website, there's a lot of the same machine that is cheaper. I didn't even know that. Then I did the research, there were 30 of them. So then I did, about a day research, and then I found out that this company from Korea, mostly from Korea, they don't even have certifications. Like Enagic has 3 ISO certifications, right?
Yep.
You know that we have 3 ISO certifications, right?
Yes.
ISO 13485. So I said to myself, to my late wife, this is not a competition. I said, this is not a competition. And let's move on. Let's move on. So we just keep on moving. And as Cynthia mentioned, when I do a demo, especially daytime, I have to park my car way far because I don't want them to see my car. Because if they see that my car, they don't believe me.
Okay,
So
we'll
that's
talk.
it.
We'll talk.
Just keep on going, keep on going.
Now,
then-
Romy did something that you gave him water.
Yeah, I gave him water. I went to Romy, give him water, and Romy didn't even try the water.
He threw it
He
away.
threw it away.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, JV,
Yay!
God bless you.
Thank you. And so what happened is that there was an event for Mr. Oshiro. It's not about Enagic. And I invited Romy because Romy is an entrepreneur since he never worked since he came here in the US. So JV, are you making money? Typical network marketer, I said, Romy, I'm making good because I don't really reveal commission. I said, this is what I can do. I'm going to invite you here in LA for you to meet Mr. Oshiro. Everything, I'll pay everything. Really? It's free. Yes. Free accommodation, free plane. I said, whoa. I didn't say a word. And then when Romy came, we have a limo service for him.
Wow.
And Romy said, wow, he must be making money, right? So he was surprised when we went to the seminar, not really seminar, awarding, because they played in Japanese Amazing Grace. And Romy, just to let you know, he's an ex-seminarian. When he heard that music, Romy started calling people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Grace.
it's amazing. Oh my God. He was like, who are you calling me? So that's how we met. No.
Then he called Cynthia.
And then he called Cynthia.
And then, yeah.
And he called Cynthia.
I
did
went
a demo at her
No,
house.
not yet. In the hotel.
In the
And
hotel.
then he
Yeah.
give me a water. Okay, they filled up the
Yeah.
water.
You
and
can-
they filled up the water in the like bottled water and drink it. I said, yeah, I'm not gonna who. I do not know who's drinking that bottle. And then I took the water and put it in my orchids. They not drink it.
They grew very well.
And then I don't have money because the company filed bankruptcy, and then the company that I work with, I was #1 there. I make money, but on the last 3 months, do you remember the IGI? JV is also there.
IG.
We are the same, because JV in the beginning, JV is our upline, Romy is the upline, downline of JV. I'm the downline of JV also. We're cross line JV. I was a cross line with Romy, and then we went to the IGI because I'm receiving tons of money there, and then I signed up directly. Romy to me, right? And then JV is our sideline. And then here comes JV, went to Enagic, then we become, Romy becomes downline, and then I become the downline of Romy. And then honestly, ask JV, did you help me even one single demo in my personal sales?
No.
No?
But I travel with you to support you.
My downline, but not my
He
personal.
shared his story.
But anyway,
Sorry.
okay.
A great
But
story.
anyways, almost there.
Yeah.
So I did a demo at Cynthia's house, and these two, what's your name?
Don't mention that one because I
Bad words. Anyway, and they love. Right there, he said, Cynthia, are you going to join or not? Then we are going to join. He said, oh, no, we're going to join. So
No, I already
they
talked
were-
to his wife. They
they,
did not
they were
know.
talking, he was talking with my wife, right?
Yeah.
Because he said, I don't have the money, but Anyway.
And then the wife signed him up, and then I went to the TV,
But before-
watching the watching the Price is Right, and then people told me, hey, I have this. I said, no, I'm in the convention right now because I full blast my my sound system in my room. I said, what are you doing there? Oh, we have convention here. But Jayvee is in my basement demoing those two people, and right away in 1 week, right, we signed up like 20 sales. That's why my first two person, one is got 20 and the other one in Houston, that complete my 1A, right? The third one, I told to, I went to Hawaii. I signed up 17 people in 1 day. And then I sent it to Hiroko, and Hiroko didn't understand me. But Jayvee, he don't see me because we don't have portal before, remember? We don't have record. So I went to, how do you call that? Come back to LA for the 3 days, bringing the 17, because I told Enagic, put this ABC, the 8 people. For my 3A, 2A, and then the 10 is my 3A. And then Mr. Lukuda said, shut up. And Jayvee was there. Jayvee, I need help, but Jayvee is bringing a lot of application from my downline. I don't care, Jayvee, I want my personal sales. And then Lukuda said, zip, don't talk. Don't talk. Lukuda said, and I said, why? All your 17 is 4A. I jumped from 2A to 4A.
Good.
That's right.
So because we are friends, right? Cynthia kept pushing me for 1 week. She wants to sign directly under me.
Yeah, because I tried to.
Jayvee, and I said, Cynthia, you can sign up to Japanese, Chinese, Korean, but I don't want you to sign up under me.
That's the one
Romy
that passed.
is the person that introduced you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to destroy our
But I
friendship.
did not know that I test him because he has no money before, and I don't want, because Romy is the one, and then that's why I said,
But-
Romy, I told you,
yeah,
Romy.
See?
So you guys, that's the story of your 3 of the top.
That's the story. So it was persistent. Do your business honestly. Ethically.
Listen. Honestly.
Yeah, do the business honestly.
Do the business
Morally,
With
ethically.
integrity.
In integrity. You can be like,
Don't you know that the person that I sign up, he
Very,
borrowed money
very
from
important.
the wife? On the first payment, I said, oh, Jayvee making a lot of money. I'm not gonna pay her. I said, you know what? Whatever you owe, that's your, it does not mean that, oh, she makes money, you're not going to pay. And then Jayvee thought that he did not cash me. I got the check, the return of my check. So I stamped it in if you come to my house, the check for 19 years is like over my head, the stamps. And then in the bottom, you can see the check that was returned to me from the money that I borrowed from the, that's the
return
bank.
check.
No, what's the the bank before? And then after,
Bank of- not Bank of
no.
America.
It's like,
The same bank, I think.
huh?
The California.
No. Remember, beneficial? Okay, before like 1 week, after the beneficial, we have this program that just bring all your application forms. That's the reason why. And then you just wait.
But America something.
Okay, no cell phone at that time, only pager. And then I'm waiting, and then I read the book, and then after reading the book, Cynthia,
Cool.
I got my check right away. If you sell 20 cash, 20, and then when the Korean destroy it,
The Korean.
the Korean group came and destroy it. The change. It's no longer like
When
the application, you get the application, you get your commission. Oh my God, that's the best. I filed bankruptcy because of my divorce. Guess what? That helps me. Divorce. I went to the court. I said, hey, where can I pay my whatever I owe?
So everybody, what's the motto of this story?
Anybody can do it.
Perseverance.
Anybody could do it.
Anybody.
Perseverance, never quit,
Never
Have
quit.
compassion.
continue going.
Ethics.
Focus on yourself. Don't focus on your upline.
Yeah.
Focus on helping enough people
And
like they said
meditate.
today.
Meditate and make sure you work for your faith, not for yourself.
Yeah.
You become like me.
And never quit.
We do God, family, then business.
Yep.
In that order.
Never, how do you call that? Like, never procrastinate, never entice just to make money, never over promise, you know?
And here's the big one. Never prejudge anybody
Yes.
Never
that you are talking to. If I would have prejudged, I did in my own head, prejudged talking to Daniel D. McCauley. You guys, who was there Saturday for our training?
Me.
Yeah? Good, Dr. Dave, was it? Daniel was very successful in this industry, right? And he was in another company. He was trying to get me in that company. So when I first got started in Enagic, I'm going, oh, Daniel, in my own head, I'm going, oh, Daniel's not going to be interested in this. He's already focused on this other company. He's already starting to be successful. He's been doing that for 6 months. But even though it's in your head, don't listen to yourself.
Yes.
You have to get out of your own way and just do it.
Do it.
And keep exposing no matter what. Because if I didn't get out of my own way, I would have never brought Daniel D. McCauley in this business that created a $1 billion organization,
Amazing.
right? Along with so many other team members like Dr. Dave here, John Swartstrom
We didn't know how
there.
it worked. We worked hard.
Well, no, in the beginning, so when we first got started, and you build the team, you don't want to do it alone, right? So we had a small team, and we used to go out and expose people just like Jay. So similar to Jayvee, he was doing 3 demos a day, right? 3 to 4.
Oh, yeah.
We were doing the same thing, about 3 demonstrations a day. And we were just exposing everybody we knew. The exact thing I would say to people in the beginning is, I have something so important for your physical and financial health, we need to come show it to you. That was my line. That was my phone call to everybody I knew. And nobody told me no. Because I was number one, I had credibility, right? And number 2, they knew I wouldn't want to show them something unless it was real. So we would literally go see everybody. Back then we had 1 DVD that showed the demonstration. And well, that wasn't my DVD yet.
No, that's Dr. Cena.
That was 1 DVD. George was the first one to create the demonstration like we know it is today. And so we would actually play that while we're trying to hook up the machine in their house to show them how it worked and to make them water.
Yep.
And we would do that about 3 times a day, whether it was a one-on-one, whether it was 2 people, whether it was 4 people. Because I would also tell them, since this is something so important for your physical and financial health, I highly recommend you invite anybody you care about.
Yes.
And that was exactly what we told everybody. We just kept doing that over and over and over and over again.
That's the thing.
And
Over and over again.
Consistent action is the key.
The same.
If you want to go fast. So, because we all do the same thing in this business. We share the product, we share the opportunity, and we build and promote events. That's it. That's all we do. And to go fast creates a better story, right? So if you go fast, this is also your product story. If you drink the right amount of water and you quit drinking the garbage like sodas and sports drinks and all that, you create a faster story of your own body.
Story sells.
Like for me it was, I started drinking the water, I noticed more energy, sleeping better, lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks, and no more swelling in my knees.
Yeah, that's your
And
story.
I've shared that story for 18 years.
Until you puke.
And then, so when you create a fast product story, it attracts more attention, right?
Over
Also,
and over.
when you create a fast income story, because we took action, right, consistent action, like Jayvee said, we were able to go from 1A to 6A in 90 days. So that means doing $300,000 in business also, right?
Yeah.
So in 90 days because of that consistent fast action. So because of that fast action, what happens with the checks? your checks increased drastically. What got Daniel D. McCauley's attention in my second month was
The checks.
the checks. I think he said on stage I was coming to his house and showing him all these stack of checks. You're not supposed to do that, right? But privately we can do that, right? You can't talk about money on stage or, you know, income claims or things like that, but privately. So that attracted Daniel, even though I didn't think he was interested. Because of what happened quickly, he started calling me and saying, hey, tell me a little bit about that compensation plan. I'm going, why is Daniel asking me about the compensation plan? Call me a second time. Oh, answer this question about the compensation plan. Okay. Third day, come over to the house. I need you to explain this whole compensation plan to me. I'm going, oh, Daniel's really interested. So I didn't know what was going on with his other company, right? So that's why you have to get out of your own way. Just keep going forward, keep exposing no matter what. And then he said, after I laid out the compensation plan, he said, if this product really does what you say it does, he goes, I'm in. Right? Because he wasn't making the money he needed to make at that other company, which I thought he was doing really well at. I mean, he was doing okay. He was making $15,000 a month, but that wasn't great to him. He needed $15,000 a month just to pay his bills. And when he saw what I made in the second month, that got his attention. Then, so I've only said this to one person in my 18-year career when he told me that if it does what you say it does, the water. I said, get me 5 of your sickest friends and family and have them at your house on Thursday. Why did I tell him that? Who knows?
The water works.
I needed him to see a fast story from the water. So did I want a bunch of fitness, healthy people that might take a while to get results?
One of the sickest
No, I wanted people that had
Dr.
all
Lee.
kinds of health problems.
Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee was one of his best friends that had all kinds of health
Nice guy,
problems.
Rich.
Al Dorsey had heart attack, diabetes, low energy. His aunt couldn't climb the stairs anymore because of her pain in her joints. His mom, right, had health problems. I don't remember who the 5th one was. But I went to the house, we did the demonstration. I started giving them water at the demonstration. And within less than a week, they were all noticing results. So I would do 2 demonstrations a week at his house just so I could have them come back and refill from the machine so they'd get the water fresh enough like every 3 days. Right? And we did that consistently at his house week after week after week till 50 people were showing up at his house.
Wow.
And his wife said, we can't do this in the house anymore.
We went to my house.
And then I found Dr. Dave and his beach house. We started to do the same thing. We do Sunday demonstrations and barbecues.
And we run around all
Started
week.
with 5 people, then turned into 10, 20.
Till you couldn't fit 'em.
So you find some people that you like to work with and you want to build the business with, and you
Focus
make
on
it
one
fun,
person.
right?
You gotta focus
We
on one person.
had fun. I mean, we
had fun.
We felt
You know,
like
did
the
you
water gave
notice
us
that
energy.
what we did before? You know, like we create friendship. The online,
Yes.
They don't create
AI.
friendships, that's the problem.
We had
yeah,
relationships.
he's your friend.
Well, what does Mr. Oshiro teach? Human-based marketing, right? You meet, whether it's your friend or if you meet someone, you're now turning an associate, someone you just meet, into a business partner and into a friend. And that's lacking, I guess, in a lot of the online, how they're building their business. So that's why they have a lot of people left by the wayside on the side of the road. So that's one thing that needs to be changed, I believe. No matter how you meet someone, whether it's face to face or whether it's online, you still need to build the relationship with them and make a friend. And
Face to face is better.
Face to face.
That's
Well,
the best.
human-based marketing.